Hey guys, I'm going to spend a few minutes today talking to you about a dream journal. So, I'm sure that you have probably done a vision board before or heard of a vision board before, and maybe you're like, oh, those are stupid, they don't even work. Usually, people approach the idea of a vision board by pulling up a bunch of magazines and going shopping through it, picking out houses that look nice and cars that look nice, and you're like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And the reality is none of those things actually matter to you, and none of them actually connect to your life. When it comes to dreams and when it comes to goals, we get so disconnected of what our actual purpose and vision is for our life. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how to actually set yourself up for success, to be extremely productive towards taking action on your goals, not societal goals or not what other people think is right, but what actually matters to you. Because chances are you've probably been carrying around the same unfinished goals for a significant amount of time. And there's nothing more fatiguing than the eternal hanging on of an unfinished task. When you're carrying around things that have been unfinished, when you're feeling uninspired because you're not really working towards anything bigger or different that actually inspires you, life can get very monotonous and you can get very much stuck in your cycle of doing things. So, with all that being said, what we're going to do is kind of break down the framework. So first of all, like I said, we're not just going to go shopping for fancy cars and nice things that sure you want. Doesn't everybody want those? We're going to go and find out what really matters to you. So what I want you to do for the next 2 weeks, 14 days, I want you to write down in your journal. So here's one way that I do it. So first of all, I have my daily checklist, okay? So I get my workout done first thing in the morning. I then journal. So I'm journaling right underneath my workout. Okay, so I carry this journal around every day. I have my workout and then I have my journal right after. Here's why. You want to journal right after you're done working out because that is when you are in a peak state. Your endorphins are heightened, your cortisol is lowered, you're feeling fresh, you're feeling confident, your mind is in a creative state, and you're actually believing and looking past your current situation. Okay, so I want you to go into your journaling session with that frame of mind, not at the end of the day when you're burnt out, tired, annoyed, frustrated, whatever it is with your current situation. I want you to go when you are confident and fresh before anything else gets in the way of your day. What I want you to do is day one, you're going to write down 10 dreams and goals that you have for your life. How do you want to see yourself? What are things that you want to accomplish? Where do you want to go? Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to, whatever these goals are that you've been carrying around and haven't been actually taking any action on. Okay? Now, day two, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do your workout and then you're going to write down the 10 things that you really want to accomplish in life. But here's the kicker. You're not going to day two look at what you wrote day one. So if you get to number 7 and you completely space what it was, you're like, what were those last 3? I don't want you to go back and try to jog your memory, okay? I want you to use this as a daily exercise to start unlocking your ability to dream and to envision something bigger into the future. Allow yourself the ability to evolve your dreams. Maybe day one you say, I want to go, I don't know, come up with something, right? Day one, you have a goal, you have a dream. Day two, allow yourself to expand on that. Maybe it gets bigger. Maybe it gets even more complex. Who knows? Maybe you go a completely different direction. Allow yourself that flexibility. You're going to do this for the next 2 weeks. And then at the end of 2 weeks, you're going to go back and look at what were the ones that were consistent over the 2 weeks. What were the ones that were consistently standing out? Those are the ones that are really important to you that you're thinking about on a daily basis. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take those, and so December 4th, mark your calendar, this is our Sunday night coaching call on December 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to go over these together. So at the end on December 4th, or the day before the call, whatever day that is, the day before the call, what I want you to do is those ones that really stood out to you, that you're like, yes, this is what I really want to accomplish. As big, and this is another thing too, as big as it seems, as big of a mountain as it is for you, everything's going to seem like a huge mountain before you start taking action on it, okay? So regardless of how big it is, I don't want you to limit your goals based on your current circumstances or what you previously have accomplished, okay? I want you to actually dream. What is it that you want? What is it that you desire in your life? You only get one life. What do you want to achieve? How do you want your life to look, okay? Allow yourself to dream. And then the ones that really stood out to you, you're going to cut out pictures, okay? So you're going to cut out pictures of what those were. So rather than you go shopping through a luxury home magazine and picking out all the big houses and fancy rich stuff, right? That probably doesn't actually mean anything to you. I want you to pick out pictures that represent what your goals and dreams are. You're going to, on the inside of this journal, so you're going to write established December 2021 dream journal. On the first page on the inside, you're going to glue or tape those pictures in there, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to list those out on the next page. So on the next page, you're going to list out each one of those, and I want you to put a date when you're going to accomplish that by. And then I want you to list out everything that it's going to take. So how much it's going to cost, what you're going to have to do, whatever sacrifice you're going to have to make, who you need to contact, what are the steps, okay? You're going to list those out on the next page. So inside, you got the pictures. Next page, you have it all listed out. Then what we're going to do on December 5th or 4th or whatever that Sunday is, we're going to present these to each other for accountability. You guys, this is a huge game changer, okay? This is my journal. So every day, and it's on my checklist, every single day, I'm making sure that I'm doing 2 things from my dream journal. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a checklist. How can I move one of those things forward? What is 1 or 2 things I can do every day to move those things forward, right? A lot of the times we don't take action on our dreams and goals because they seem so big, and it seems like, oh, when I have, a month, I'll sit down and do that. The reality is you're never going to have that. You're never going to have a free day. You're never going to have an extra 4 hours. You're never going to be like fully ready, okay? What you do have is you have about an extra 20 minutes in your day. So how can you use that time? How can you reprioritize your day? Get rid of all the distractions, get rid of all the things that aren't serving you in your goals and the things that are actually pulling you away from them, and get clear. Without vision, they will perish, right? Get clear on what your goals are, get clear on what those dreams and visions are, allow yourself to dream, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna reverse engineer it and turn it into actionable steps so that you can actually move forward on those. So I'm gonna give you an example, okay, from mine. So November 1st is when I did this year's, okay, so this is the one I just did. One goal and dream of mine that I've literally been carrying around for over 10 years now is I keep telling myself, I'm gonna go back to school and get my PhD. I can't tell you how many times I've said that, but then I kind of had this realization, I'm like, when am I actually gonna do it? I've been talking about it. I could have been done twice by now, When have I actually done it, right? So since November 1st, I've literally called, gotten my transcript, gotten enrolled, and I start school on January 10th, right? So it's taking action on those things. It's getting the ball rolling, because another realization that I had is if I'm constantly carrying around the same dreams, I'll never get to create new ones. My life is always going to look exactly how it looks right now because I'm keeping myself stagnant and in the same spot. But if I'm moving towards those things that are in my vision and in front of me, then my horizon is going to start opening up to new things. So then you get new dreams, you get a new reality, you get a new life, okay? So get clear on the visions. Over the next 2 weeks, every day, write down your 10 biggest goals and dreams. don't look back at the previous day. Allow yourself to be in that moment and look at what is on my heart and mind today. See you guys later.